So you clicked on this video because you want to be disciplined. Get it together, okay? Get it together. You know is going to benefit you for the rest of your life. What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Richa Underdog. Thank you so much for clicking. Back with another episode of Richa Rants. I am back at my apartment at college. So you clicked on this video because you want to be disciplined. Okay, we're basically going to go into like all of the things about why discipline is important, why you need to have it in your life, and how it's actually more important than motivation. Without further ado, let's get right into it. It really is going to start off with why. Having a very, very strong reason for why. When it comes to discipline, it really is about building habits. And when it comes to having a very strong reason for why, that's what is going to sustain you for having that habit overall and keeping you disciplined. You want to have this habit so bad and then be reminded of why you started to maintain that consistency. Think about it right now, maybe even pause this video if you have to, and think about something that you want to implement in your life. Not even want, but more of like a need. Why do you need to have this habit in your life? I want to be on my phone a little bit less, read a little bit more, to start working out, spend more time with my friends. And you have to give yourself a reason for why I want to break out of a habit or why I want to build a habit. And then once you have that super solid, strong reason for why you're doing it, it's going to continue to be in your mind on those days where you really don't want to actually do the habit that you know is going to benefit you for the rest of your life. Now, when it comes to actually building that habit and being disciplined about it, it really is about starting slow. It's kind of like someone who doesn't know how to swim, right? This is literally coming on top of my mind. Even when a baby is learning how to swim, they don't just jump straight into like 7 feet or 9 feet of water. They're gonna drown if they don't know how to swim at all. They start slow. So you start off with you learning how to float. Then you use a life jacket, then you use a floaty, then you learn all these different types of like backstrokes and like the butterfly, I know that one. And then you gradually progress. Same thing with like karate, for example, or any sort of like martial arts. You have to be humble about it. Maybe you're not a toddler, you didn't start when you were younger. You gotta humble yourself and realize that you are not gonna be a black belt instantly, okay? You are gonna have to be a white belt and then progressively go through the stages, and it's going to take a very long time until you actually get there. So you have to realize that it's a gradual process for you to actually get to that goal of yours, basically. Well, I'll give you an example for me. I hate reading. Girly, oh my god, there's too many words on one page. Why can't we just get to the damn point, right? That's my... So for me, like whenever I would try building a reading habit, I would always just go straight like, okay, I'm going to read like 4 books in 1 month, and I'm gonna read like the lengthiest books, and I'm gonna like increase my reading comprehension. I'm gonna like know all of this context, and I'm gonna be in my book girl era, right? Yeah, and it always failed every single time. However, for my last video that I made about the books that I read this summer, that's basically consistency right there. Do you know how I was actually able to keep up with that consistency and discipline? It was because I started slow. Started off with just 10 pages a day. Started off with books that I actually was interested in reading in terms of the story and the plot line and everything like that. And now I'm getting more into like the books that are a little bit more, I wouldn't say complex, but they're definitely different types of books. It's very, very important that you take your time. And again, like we always say on this channel, there is no quick fixes in life, okay? Keep that in mind when it comes to your discipline, okay? Another thing that's coming to mind when it comes to discipline is finding creativity and zest in life. Because that's what's really going to keep you going, you know what I mean? If you're going to be super like stickler about like one thing, then it's not going to be as enjoyable. For example, this YouTube channel, okay? I'm sometimes inconsistent about it, okay? I'm sorry. But the thing is that whenever I have an idea that I really, really want to talk about, I get really, really excited about it, and I actually want to do it, right? For example, I was like super eager to film this type of video because I'm super passionate about this topic, right? Like that's really what's gonna keep you going in terms of like on those days where you just really don't want to do it. And now I gotta be real with you guys, okay? Discipline is really gonna help you overcome that laziness and procrastination, okay? You gotta stop being lazy and get it together. Get it together, okay? Get it together. Like, sometimes it's straight up like we make so many damn excuses for why we don't do a lot of basic things. I'll give a prime example for myself. Something that I very much want to implement in my life is meditation. I very much know that I need it, but the excuses that I come up with in my mind and even out loud is, oh, I'm just an impatient person. I'm really someone who just overthinks and is overwhelmed all the time. Therefore, I'm just not fit enough to be meditating. It's like, girl, how about you're just lazy and you just don't know how to implement meditation properly, right? And I remember actually something that Saweetie said. Yes, the rapper Saweetie. Just talking about like mental health and social anxiety and everything like that. And she brought up how her therapist discusses about meditation being something that doesn't have to be super elaborate. Just even 30 seconds. Take 30 seconds of your day and just, if you're feeling very overwhelmed and anxious with work, life, all of that, literally just take the time to just breathe and relax. It really got in my mind because I'm like, obviously if I really stay consistent with it, I definitely think I could do it. I definitely think I can. I have the ability to do it. And I have to stop being lazy about it and be like, no, girl, this is me. And also going back to the reason for why I need it, because I definitely get overwhelmed. And guess what? As an adult, it only gets harder and harder in life. So therefore, there's never gonna be an easy period in my life where I can just, sit back and relax. It's like you're always gonna have something to do. So you may as well build the habit now. Therefore, you're gonna be set for the rest of your life. Another thing when it comes to like working out, a lot of people honestly sometimes don't stay consistent with their workout goals is because they get lazy with it. They go hardcore, again going back to like not going slow. They go super hardcore and they don't take their time and they end up just being lazy about it. Maybe they'll see like motivational videos on their feed and they're like, oh my god, they're so lucky. They're not lucky. They're actually doing the work. Okay? Sometimes, yeah, of course, some people have a little bit of a genetics that help them maybe a little bit. But honestly, when it comes to the people that really stay consistent and are disciplined about working out, they're not motivated all the time. Sometimes they really are just, they had a really bad day yesterday and they're just not in the mood. And they just want to like curl up and like be in bed all day. But honestly, they get their butt up and they still go to the gym because they know that they're going to feel much better after they work out. And even when it comes to like waking up early in the morning, you're a college student, you're going back to high school, you're going back to work, whatever the case is after vacation, right? You're going to have to be consistent with your schedule, like starting early, getting up every morning, starting to actually implement, setting up your alarm, doing the actual work. There's really no shortcuts when it comes to actually implementing discipline. You really got to be willing to do it and having it for the rest of your life. Hopefully something useful from this video came out. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe for more. I have a lot of video ideas and content that is coming up, so make sure you guys stay tuned and I will see you guys for the next video, guys. Bye.